Hey, Kaf Kuba fans. So here it is, January 8th, 2022. And I've been hemming and hawing about doing the Appalachian Trail for a couple of years now and buying things and thinking things through. And just yesterday, I put in a 6-month leave of absence for approval at my place of employment. And it's quite an anxious and almost sickening feeling to do that, giving up half a year's salary and wondering if you'll have your job back here again or not. But I've been at my company 35 years. I have nothing but great things to say about my career there. I have always had great management, great coworkers, great friends, and I pretty much owe my entire life to my career in engineering, where I work, and my ability to take care of my family and put 2 kids through college, and you know, in one case, a couple colleges. Um, uh, so you know, uh, at 57 years old, it's kind of like, you know, this is my last shot at attempting such a thing. And if I last 2 days on the trail, then so be it. And you know, as far as I'm concerned, I grew up, in the 60s and 70s, so we were always outdoors. Even though I don't have a ton of hiking experience, I do have a ton of life experience, and I do have a ton of outdoor experience, and I've worked out most days of my life, and I understand my body, and I've had hard jobs in labor and built things, so um, I don't think this is rocket science. I just think it's going to be a challenge of my will and ability to be alone and avoid injury and terrible weather. So some of it's luck, some of it's going to be physical and mental endurance, of course. So, I don't know what to expect. So it's a very uneasy feeling right now. Uh, I'm registered to start March 19th. I was originally going to start the end of February, like some people I watched last year. But I think they got pretty lucky with the weather, and I just don't want to risk rain and cold, and I just don't want to add that to the equation. So I decided to delay it to March, end of March, which still might be a little early, but it's close to the first day of spring. So real quick, let me just go through the items I have here. So I originally had this Kelty backpack, and I was really, I was nostalgic about the external frame. I really liked the way you could store things and get at them conveniently. I really love this pack, the ability to strap things to here. The only issue I had is when I did a shakedown with my son on the Appalachian Trail in Connecticut and a couple other hikes. When it's loaded down to 30 plus pounds, it's top heavy, and it tends to shift on my back, so it's not comfortable. Uh, the last thing you want to do when you're navigating rocks and boulders is have to like focus on your center of gravity and crossing logs and streams. You don't need that shifting. So regrettably and sadly, I had to abandon the Kelty, and I might use that for a bug out bag or for like more of a wilderness camping bag, or maybe another trip that's not 2,000 plus miles. Oh, there's my Osprey Day Pack that I took on the Franconia Ridge in New Hampshire. Cute little pack, good enough for a day or two. Um, just thought I'd show you that. But here's the stuff I've been acquiring over a few years. So here's what I'm doing. This is my sleeping system. I'm going with I went with a Magma Down 15 degree mummy bag. Uh, didn't really get a quilt. I might have thought about a quilt, but I just, I went light, but I didn't go crazy light and risk weight for comfort. I later decided to get a liner to not only add to the warmth of the bag, but to keep the bag clean, but also in the summertime when it's sweaty and hot, I can sleep in just the liner. So I opted to get that as well. Another comfort item I had is I bought the Therm-A-Rest. I'm not chopping it. The Therm-A-Rest Z-Lite mat. I'm not going to chop it in half or do anything to save weight. I'm sleeping on a hard ground at my age. I want a little extra comfort plus protection for my Therm-A-Rest Neo Air air mattress. So I didn't do one or the other. I did both. I figured I could afford the weight, and if I decide to toss one on route, then I might have to do that. I got the Sea to Summit pillow. Um, I bought the Nemo Dragonfly tent. This is a double wall tent, again, for comfort. I'm not doing single wall. I don't want to wake up with my crap all wet, and I just again, comfort. I want the double wall tent. This I can divide and take the poles out and make it half the size. I'm gonna see how it packs into my new bag here that I got. Before I go further with my sleep, and just I opted for a tarp over the footprint. The footprint was extremely expensive. I had this tarp. The good thing about it is it's durable. It'll protect the tent, and also I can use it as some blocking wind, or if I had an emergency, I could use it as a shelter. So it serves more of a purpose than a footprint. Before I get out of the sleeping system, let me discuss this new backpack I just got for Christmas. This is a Deuter Futura AirTrack 60 Bus 10. My old Kelty was a 65 liter, but it's compartmentalized. So the center portion where you put most of your gear is somewhat limited because it's, again, compartmentalized. There's a separate sleeping bag area. There's the side pockets. With the Deuter, I liked that about the Kelty. I liked the organizational thing. So I wanted that in a internal frame backpack. So I opted for this Deuter because it's got, it has a sleeping bag compartment, but it also has a divider in there that I can just make into just a single cylinder system if I decided to. But I can compartmentalize it. I can put my bag down here, keep things dry. And also it has this feature where I can get into the pack and access items without digging through the entire pack like you would a normal single cylinder pack. It also has side pockets, which my Kelty didn't have, which was another reason why I had to abandon the Kelty. I really found that I wanted easy access on the trail side pockets, which this does have. This pack is a lot like the Ospreys, except it has these additional features that about the Kelty had that I really liked. And it's got these side pockets for storage. It's got a lid with two pockets in that as well. And it has included in it it came with a rain cover. So this pack was a pound lighter than the Kelty. The Kelty was not light, and this is not ultra light, but it was a pound lighter than the Kelty. Plus, I don't have to carry this additional rain cover for the pack, which was, 12 ounces. So this is a pound lighter, plus more because it has the liner in it. So I saved some weight there. Before I get off the backpack, I had these things I can put on the straps to hold water. I had this thing for the Kelty because it didn't have side pockets. I may or may not use that. That's from REI. It's just easy access. I'm not sure if it'll fit on here anywhere yet. I'm going to try it all out after this. So that's my new pack, and maybe more about that when I load it up later and show you all that. So there it is, my sleeping system. Again, a little extra weight, but added comfort. Tent, again, not the cheapest, but not the most expensive, not the lightest. But I liked it. I used it, and I like the tarp option too. So clothes, I have the Lightening equipment synthetic jacket that got great reviews. I opted for that because I sweat a lot and I don't want to risk ruining down. I got a Patagonia hoodie. I bought these Ems Pants that, not a lot of people wear these. I don't know if I'm going to take these or not yet, but these shed water. They're not waterproof, but they shed water, they shed snow. I figured if it was cold, I would use these. I have a pair of underwear, one pair, I don't know if I need two yet, I would wear with those pants. For warmer weather or when I'm just sweating in the cold weather, I just got these lightweight shorts and a Cool Max Columbia easy, quick dry t-shirt. So, that's pretty much, I'm going to be wearing this stuff every day. I found that the clothes were some of the heaviest things in my bag, so I really had to trim back on what I wanted to bring. My sleeping system is this old shirt I already had, Polar Tech, kind of same fleece as the Patagonia up there. I got these smart wool. This is my sleeping system right here. This, I will keep this dry all day, but these are heavier than I probably would have liked. I probably should have got the thinner smart wool. So this is something else I might swap out, because this is like, that's like a pound and it takes up some space, but it's really gonna be warm. It's wool, but I might opt for the thinner version at some point. And I got a hat and gloves and 2 pair of darn tough socks. Got my Lone Peaks, which I've tried out. I love them. I don't know if they're gonna be warm enough in the winter if I'm trudging through snow, but people wear them and they dry out quickly, so that's good. I got a Frog Togs rain jacket. Stores inside its own pocket. I don't have pants yet because I was kind of relying on the shedding ability of those, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get pants as well. It depends how much this all weighs out. And I got a outdoor research cap to keep the sun off my head. That's quick drying as well. Here's to the shit hits the fan section. I got a first aid kit, emergency blanket, do-rag. I have glasses and contacts, so I'm gonna keep this strap so I can keep the water off my. This is like a quick drying towel, bug net, emergency cord so that I can, if I need it for the tarp or maybe to end my life, I can have that. I just got some crap in there: rubber bands, twist ties, cord, compass, emergency fire kit, lighter. I got this little multi-tool that has a knife, and I just can't see going into the woods without a multi-tool of some kind, even though it's not the lightest thing in the world. But I got not only battery, I got 2 headlamps for Christmas from Black Diamond. And at first I thought I had to return one, but I figured out, no, this is great, because I got a backup, one's battery, and one's rechargeable. So I thought that was a pretty good system. This is a, I just had this extra. I'm not sure I'm going to pack that, but might use that around the house. This was a novelty item that I just don't trust it on the trail. I'll use it at home. I'm going with the filter system. I'm going to use the Smart Water Sawyer filter, and this is the kit that comes with it, cleaning. And if I decide to collect water with that bag, I got these purification tablets just in case. I got these Nylafume pack liner bags for putting my sleeping bag and sleep system in the bottom of the backpack and keeping that dry. And I got some extra ones. I might put some of my clothes in there as well and just have some extras. I got the MSR Deluxe stove. This thing was cool. Really worked well. Very high ratings. Hard to find. At least when I got that as a gift from my kids. I decided on the trail that I really want a comfort item so I got this Gsi Cup because it sucked drinking coffee out of these titanium pots. So I keep my butane in there. I got a bowl, a big pot, and a cup, titanium. I probably could get it down to 1, but again, if I need to throw something on the fire because I'm out of fuel, I just want the 3. They're light, they're titanium. They nest, they don't take up a lot of space. I got the titanium smooth polished spoon. I got the trowel, toilet paper, Lecky poles, which I really loved. I tried those out a couple times on both on in the Whites in New Hampshire and on the Appalachian Trail down here. They're really nice. They stay put. They're really comfortable, adjustable. They don't move on you. I opted for this relatively heavy 20,000 milliamp hour charging system because gonna be on the trail. I'm addicted to my phone. I want to be able to check out Gut Hook and make reservations and call people for an emergency and post videos. And I have to charge headlamps and so on and so forth. So I got this 20,000 milliamp hour charger, which works really well. I could charge a couple items at a time on that. Got some early food items here for Christmas. I need to round out my food supply system. I haven't gone shopping yet. I got a couple months yet to round that out. And I got the Z-Packs bear bag that holds, I think this one, if I remember correctly, it said it will hold a week of I don't know, maybe 3, 4, 5 days of food. I can't remember. But whatever it was, I thought it was good for the Appalachian Trail to get me from one refueling depot to another. The other issue I have to sort out is my personal supplies. I wear contacts, I wear glasses. I'm still trying to figure that out. I gotta have multi-purpose solution. I gotta have contact holders. So I'm trying to find a system that works for me. Gotta have scissors, man. I'm not gonna look like Gallagher every week on the trail. I gotta cut my hair, shave my head, trim my beard. I just I'm gonna clip my nails. You know, I'm not gonna be chewing my nails on the trail. So I gotta round out some of my personal hygiene items here. I don't burn easy. Bugs really don't ever bother me, but you know, I got to consider suntan lotion and whether I want bug spray and stuff like that. You know, that's something I can worry about later on the trip, I think, when I get heading north in the warmer weather. So this is pretty much it. I got to try packing it into my new bag, which I'll show you. One thing I wanted to discuss is, oh, by the way, those headlamps. I originally was going to use flashlights, or this is what I was using because I didn't have headlamps yet. Those headlamps saved a lot of weight. These were heavy. I don't know about a lot of weight, but I'm gonna have paperwork in that baggie. So this was my shopping list. I kept track of everything I bought and paid for. You know, this was a while ago, so that's not even an accurate. I mean, I'm in this for over $3,000. But at one point when I added up everything I bought, it was under 20 pounds, not including food and water. I thought I was doing well, and people are starting to say that's a little too heavy. Then I compared everything I bought and weighed and estimated based on what they advertised. I actually put it all together and then weighed it on the scale to see how it compared. Long story short, when I threw all the clothes in there, I was at 26 pounds, 15 ounces, plus or minus, depending on, and I ended up taking out a bunch of clothes. So when I went this summer with my son in the Connecticut portion of the Appalachian Trail to flush this out, I stepped on a scale and I brought everything, all the winter stuff, even though it was the middle of summer, and with what is this? With 2 liters of water and food. Although it wasn't enough food for a week, I was pushing just over 30 pounds. Now, everything I heard thought that was, you know, I heard your base weight should be about 20 pounds or 20, what is it, 10% of your weight? I forget what it was. But the bottom line is I was aiming for 20 pounds base weight, and I was there. Maybe a little more with some extra clothes that I had. But so with the food and water, I was 30. Now, people are telling me 30 pounds or a little over 30 pounds is too much. Other people who have a lot of experience wouldn't give up any of these things to go on the trail. So I'm comfortable with it. Let me try out my new bag since I haven't loaded it yet and see how it compares with my Kelty, and then maybe I'll do a fast action video, or maybe not. I don't know. Let me try putting all this in the bag. So one of the first things I've done is put my sleeping bag in here. A little bit of a disappointment, but I'm not sure that much of a disappointment, is that the sleeping bag barely fits in here. Not barely, but perfectly fits. But what I was hoping was not only to have this rain bag as an additional set of protection for my sleeping bag, I was hoping to get my sleeping clothes in there as well. But that just means I have to move my sleeping clothes up here and whatever other items I want to keep dry in a different bag. But it does fit perfectly. And again, like I said, I can open this divider and maybe just go with the single cylinder system. But it fits. Let's just keep going. Wanted to point that out. Okay, the next thing I did was put all my clothes in that Nylafume bag, including my puffy and my Patagonia pullover, which I normally wouldn't store in the bottom. I'd keep that handy up top. But just to get a sense for how much this bag can hold, I put all my clothes in there, which is not that light. And then I put the tent in there with the poles in the long position. I don't know if you get a sense for the depth here, but I'm going to try to fit the remainder of the internal stuff in the top here. Whenever I play with a new bag and how to pack it, I break into a cold sweat and get panicky because I'm OCD, and you know, I'm just trying to check out the size of the bag, but I'm gonna panic. I use the there's a bladder holder I don't intend on using a bladder because it's just too much cleaning. But there's a bladder holder, and the way in the bottom I put my battery charger and the filter, Sawyer filter cleaner and components. On top of the clothes I have my air mattress, bag liner, pillow, food kit, and then the food goes on top here. And oh, I forgot my stove. Let me jam that in there. And then when this all zips up, the rest of the stuff I'm gonna have to find a place for in the side pockets. And the top of the brain for shits and giggles now, I have my raincoat, hat, gloves for cold weather, bug net, Sawyer filter, trowel, toilet paper, head bandana, just to haven't thought it through entirely, but these are easy access items early in the season that I might want there. So just for now, I'm trying that out. On the inside of the brain, I stashed my first aid kit, emergency blanket, and additional bag liners. The brain all cinches down with these straps here. Tighten that right up. Now, think about whether I just keep that empty for on the trail drying things or put some stuff in there. And still got to strap some stuff on the outside and find places for this stuff. So here's a shit show on this $300 bag. One of the main reasons I bought this pack is so I could put a sleeping pad on the outside or something. And yeah, I'm about 6 miles from latching this. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. About the only thing I can fit under here is a club to kill myself with. What a shit show. Man, that's sort of a deal breaker for this bag. That's one of the reasons why I got it. Remember I told you it had a lot of the features that I liked about the Kelty, and that was something. Now I've got nothing to strap even my, I bought these for the Kelty, and that's why I like the Kelty, because you can strap stuff to the external frame. And now I can't even use these unless I just jimmy rig it somehow. Looks like I'm sending this back for an Osprey. I don't know. God damn it. The other thing that's starting to sink in too is I bet this rain cover wouldn't even cover it. Let me get some kind of latch here to fold it all up in. I bet this rain cover wouldn't even go over it if I wanted it. I need 2 hands. See? Yeah, that rain cover isn't even going over anything strapped on the outside. Holy misadvertising. What am I supposed to do? Carry half my shit in my hands while I'm walking in the rain? Oh, a shit show. I'm lucky if this goes over the water bottles. Now what? At this point, I'm considering going back to the Kelty. About all I can get on those straps is a tarp. This will not go anywhere. And the bag is so full that the side compartments, I may be able to stuff a few things in there, but nothing of bulk. I had the Kelty still had room in the side pockets at 65 liters. Still had room in the brain to expand the sleeve. And the backpack cover covered even the Therm-A-Rest when it was strapped on the bottom. So I have a decision to make. Do I go with Kelty that I'm not happy with 100%? Or do I go with an internal frame backpack that I'm not happy with 50%? Ay. Nothing like spending another $300 thinking you're going to improve your experience and find out that you're really not. I'm not even sure I can get water bottles barely in there, one per side. And then even if I do, it rules out lashing something like this on the side. I can put it under the brain, but then I can't get the rain cover over it. I don't know what the hell to do. This might be going back. How am I going to survive on the Appalachian Trail for 2,000 miles if I can't even like pack a pack without... I'll never leave camp at this rate. I'll be out packing my pack all 24 hours a day. Yeah, so I'm kind of bummed out. No way I'm reaching the water. I decided to put 2 liters of water in it, filled with water, just to get a sense of... So the pack is almost fully loaded except for some tools and crap. But there's no way I'm reaching that on the trail, which was one of the things that I was hoping for. I do like these, but they're far back, and they're not really that big. And the top of the brain is hitting my head, and it's forcing me to kind of not be comfortable. And the Kelty was, although it is more balanced, I don't feel top heavy. Yeah, this is a great video, huh? Thanks, son. Thanks, son. Hold on. Maybe this would be better. So it's a little more... Yeah, I ain't reaching shit. It's a little more lower center of gravity, which I like. And it's filled up. And I got water in there. And it's better than the Kelty with respect to... But it's forcing my head to lean forward. Maybe because of that huge air gap that they integrate into the pack to... And I can slide my hand back there. I might have to. I'm not satisfied for $300 or $250 or whatever it was. You know, my son has the Osprey Atmos, and he can actually strap stuff to the back of it. Although I'm sure the rain cover's additional and doesn't really go over that as well. I gotta sleep on this, but I have a feeling it's going back. I don't like that I can't strap things to the bottom of it on the back, and the side compartments are they're accordion style, but the inside's so full that I really can't utilize it. Hold on, let me see if I can get this off. It's probably the wrong time with 2 months to go to be flushing out a bag. I don't know how people use ultralight. You know, I mean, I know how they do. They just freeze their asses off, I guess, and run like hell. I still have things to put in the side compartments here, and you know, I have a feeling if I was able to strap on the I don't know, I don't like this banging on my head. I have a feeling if I was able to strap on the Therm-A-Rest here, I'd be somewhat happy. Would it have killed them to make it 8 inches longer? Christ. What a shit show. And I feel bad because I researched the hell out of this, and now I got to return it, and I got it for a gift. I don't know. I don't know how to like convince myself that I'm pleased. All right. I'm either going back to the Kelty, which I reviewed about a year ago, and there's a video on that, or I'm going to try the Osprey out and probably not even post anything because it's essentially the same bag. Maybe it just fits better. I don't know. All right. Let's see if I even make it to the trail at this point.